Today we're on one of the most beautiful coastlines here in Oahu, Hawaii, here on Lanikai Beach with the Mokulua Islands right in the backdrop. And today we're gonna be visiting one of the most incredible oceanfront estates here, but we're not gonna be entering the home in your traditional way through the gates of the home. We're gonna go by water, in a more fun and fashionable way, right? On our Lind electric surfboard. This thing is incredible. You guys will see that later in the video, but now let's go check out the home. When you first arrive here at the Mokulua Estate, you're welcomed past this grid-patterned gate and just slides open and the entire property just reveals itself all at once. But that's really the first architectural detail that just sets the tone for the rest of the home tour that you guys are going to see. And just this grid, this just geometric rhythm is going to be seen everywhere. I mean, even underneath our feet here on the motor court where we're going to begin this tour, I mean, everything was orientated around the views. You have all these wide views and voids in the home that just go all the way through towards the Mokulua Islands in the backdrop. I mean, it's just these accidental things in nature that, the architect Jim Jennings got to just picture frame for us. I mean, the design, although built in 2006, you would not be able to tell that this was built, 2 years ago, a year ago even, because it was just so well maintained and kept over the past 2 decades. I mean, it really does live like new. I mean, they have a brand new aluminum roof as well on a few of the structures. So the upkeep on this property, everything's so lush, everything's so uniform, like that grid pattern I was talking about. So when you come through that gate, through either the pedestrian or the guest entrance, you step onto this property and you're just blown away by, obviously, Oahu and Hawaii here on the North Shore. It's just incredible. But off to my right, we have the caretaker's cottage. So you have that 2-stall car garage, the workshop, and 2 bedrooms in there as well with a shared bath and kitchen. A great place to stay, whether you're a guest or the caretaker or you're just here as a property manager. It's a great place. It's all set up and it has direct access to the guest parking. So you can live in your own little world off here on the corner of the home. And there's also an attached gym or office. So you can really do anything you want, but I'm just imagining being on the elliptical or the bike, just looking straight out towards the islands in the backdrop. I mean, it's just like a surreal place to get a workout done, or obviously have an office as well. But it has these really great architectural sliding screens, which doubles as hurricane doors. So during different seasons, actually has a function beyond just continuing that language that we're talking about, that grid pattern. Stainless steel on the doors, and you're gonna see those throughout. And I'm not gonna step in here because I already showed you, but I just thought this was really cool. So this is the entry, and it's on a pivot. So it still lets light in, and it just doubles as so many different things beyond just the function of it, which I thought was great. But let's walk around and go check out the guest cottage. So there's 9 bedrooms in total, 10 bathrooms. And on top of all that, there's over 10,300 square feet across all the different structures. But I also want to thank Drew Reed, the listing agent of this incredible property, for not only just opening up the doors, right, but giving Lydia and I these lays the moment we came through the gate. Like it smells so good.
I know, it's like you're wearing perfume.
I know, it doubles as that, but the air quality here is so clean, just amazing surf for miles, and the islands in the backdrop. I mean, if you come around here by the pool and these lawn chairs, everything's centered up perfectly. Just the symmetry and all the linear lines of this home is just, it's so functional, but again, timeless in its design, its aesthetic. Just these simple lines kind of just stacking on top of each other to make great private moments, but great community moments like the pool. But right here we have the guest cottage. So we've got 4 bedrooms in here. So I'll take you guys inside. Just off the seating area, you can go in either way because the sliding doors all open up and there's screen doors and glass everywhere. But I want to show you this architectural screen door here. So it doubles as a few functions, as I said earlier. So every aesthetic choice has a reason behind it. So you can close that up or open it. If the sun's really beating on you right here, you can close it, and just has all these cool grid lines behind it. It's just really fun how it plays with the light. But coming through, notice all the stainless steel on everything, which is perfect, obviously being so close to the ocean. All the floors throughout are just this smooth, honed concrete, and then you step into the living room. So this is kind of our community space. And I did want to touch on the fact that you have Gagnaw appliances throughout. So you have a stovetop right here for cooking, a Breville espresso machine, everything you might think that you might need for the week or month that you're here in the guest cottage. But each bedroom is set up the exact same. So everyone, when you visit, you're on the same playing field. No one has to fight over, hey, I got the best room, this and that. Every room's the exact same. And then at the very end, there's a little community area. So you can open these doors up. And everything, by the way, just slides like with a finger. These are some of the nicest doors I've ever seen. A Swiss company did this, and it's just incredible. Again, very well kept over the past 20 years, but you can enter and exit throughout all of this, and there's access points, so you're never trapped inside your room. There's always a place to go. And then, of course, that screen door to let that wind and breeze from the ocean come in. Just stunning. But like I said, all the bedrooms have a similar vibe, and everyone is going to be here for the same reason, which is just coming together, sharing great conversation, and being next to this pool. This is where Liddy and I are going to be later, right, Lid?
Definitely.
We're going to be by this pool, but even in the pool, just that theme again, the grid pattern follows. So you've got the hot tub, easily could fit 8-10 people in here, and then it just goes from shallow down these steps, down to the deep end, and then framed in the backdrop once again. Just stunning. And I'm just so excited to go out there towards the islands. I mean, this part of Oahu isn't known for massive waves like the rest of it, right? So it's more known for snorkeling, paddling, kayaking. I mean, canoers just go across the seawall like all day. It's great exercise, obviously, but this is clear glass turquoise water. It's just stunning. I mean, we'll see that here in a moment, but with Lind, you can surf wherever there's water. I mean, that's kind of the idea behind that company. So we're gonna take the board out later and rip around, I'm sure. And I'm gonna see, I have no idea yet. I've never ridden one. I don't surf. I think Lydia's surfed like one time, but yeah, we'll see if I get up. I'm really hoping I can, because the water is supposed to be still tomorrow morning when we do that. But this is where the gym or office is. I mean, look at okay, this is the cutest pineapple on earth, guys. Pineapple grow from the ground, which I knew, but I've never seen one. But look at this, look at this. Look, it's tiny. I wonder if you can eat that. Like what that would taste like. Probably like really sour, I imagine, or just like rock hard. But that's so cute.
That is adorable.
But here we go past, and then again, more of the rectangles, the grid patterns, right? As we go up to your outdoor dining table, just so much flat grass. And this is probably the softest grass you're ever gonna find anywhere. It's just like a sponge everywhere you walk out here. It just feels like you're walking on carpet. Like, it's like, I'm like, is there foam underneath this? It's so squishy, but there's like carpet padding underneath the grass, I swear. You have the grill right here, and then dining for 10 with your friends out here overlooking the lawn and the pool. And what's great about having the pool on this side instead of the ocean facing side is it's a little bit calmer, because the home is acting as an actual shelter, shielding you from the wind. So you can open up a book and just chill out instead of being, on the opposite side. But this wraps around all the polished stones, takes you directly to the backyard where there's an outdoor shower. And the symmetry of this property, of course, it's on both sides. So again, you can kind of expect both things happening on each side of the home. But we're gonna open up these steel doors once again. I mean, look at zero effort. Like, it's incredible. And even on the ground, everything's flush, stainless steel once again, and more polished concrete throughout, which is pretty common in a lot of Jim Jennings designs. He really lets the patterns be the colors and backdrops, and he plays with those throughout the home, and you're gonna see that idea from beginning to end. But here in the stretched stainless steel kitchen island, you have the high top setup, all the surfaces are stainless steel, Gagnaw appliances just throughout, and if you wanna remove some of the noise, the stainless steel drops down and it covers up any of the mess you made. But this is a real utilitarian kitchen. I mean, it's all the stainless steel. So you can chop, cut, move things around and really not think about it, because they're actually using this space. So I'm just imagining having a chef over here opening up all these doors, and it's just really, it becomes more of a focal point. They're entertaining you as well. I mean, because you can be out here just watching them, displaying what they're doing. But I love how this just comes straight from the ceiling. Again, everything is just linear, and hidden behind this are the actual stovetop pieces. So again, just everything's very clean, uniform, and hidden. I also want to point out just the functionality of this kitchen once again. I mean, all the drawers that are integrated into the island, more hidden cabinetry behind the stools as well, and just a great place to have a coffee, enjoy breakfast, look out towards your views. I'd even take my coffee and go sit on that bench, get a little closer to the ocean, and watch the sun rise behind the Mokulua Islands. I mean, does it get better than that? Like, I'm not sure it does, but even the backdrop just has all these lines, stainless steel as well, separating each rectangle, and then the cedar ceiling above with integrated sound system. And the soffits also extend that cedar pattern. Once again, everything's just an extension of the home. Really just true indoor and outdoor feel. You have the laundry room right here, and then around this corner you enter into the dining and just kind of the great room area. We're gonna hang out and spend a lot of time opening up all these doors and just listening to the waves and the palm trees just sway in the breeze here. It's an incredible sight and scene. Everywhere you look, there's no bad angles. Looking back towards the pool this way and the guest cottage and the mountain in the backdrop behind the gate, every angle is just stunning. You have your dining table set up for 14 and just almost extends the entire width of this back wall, which is called the puka wall. And puka is Hawaiian for hole or void. So you'll notice the different cutouts in this wall, which brings you up to one of the 2 primary suites. So one, I believe, is a little bigger than the other, but for the most part, again, that symmetry are the exact same. And they both have these incredible vantage points over the yard spaces and, of course, the ocean. But back behind where we just were, again, everything is one continuous loop. There's no dead zones. You have the first powder room right here. So a lot of traffic going into this room off your different walking spaces, but it's got a really interesting vanity that stretches the entire back wall. But I love all the metal fasteners as well on this back wall. Just creates for a more interesting backdrop, and again, all these different shapes making up this wall, which we're about to walk behind and go up to one of the primary suites. The railings are metal. The backs of these cedar steps are also metal. Just that consistency of theme. And then through these puka holes, you can yell at someone from across the house, you know, like, hey, get me a towel, we're going to the beach, or do you have any more of that SPF 90 sunscreen? You know, stuff like that. You know, 'cause that's what I need. I need whatever the maximum number is. But you've got these steps. Again, it kind of makes you feel like you're floating. It gives me kind of that water vibe too. I mean, you also have these skylights which have blue film on them as well. So when the sun comes through, it just creates for a really cool vibey experience. Glass right here, so everything is uninterrupted, and you've got options right or left. Let's go left. So wrapping this corner, you've got the closet and a vanity set up. Very deep closet, by the way. And then you just step over here, more cedar beneath your feet and on the ceilings, and then your views are set right here. And this is a large room, guys. This is a king-size bed, just to give you a feel for how large it is. All done by Vesta out of California. So this can all come with the home if you're interested. But wrapping the entire room is an outdoor deck space, and it's all covered as well. And that soffit, as you can see, just extends. So it's just that continuation of that feeling. So everything just feels like it was just done at once, and this room was carved into it almost. But plenty of seating areas. There's a guy on cue. We paid him to go across on a kayak. He's a paid actor right there. He's going a little slow. I told him to go a little faster than that. Oh, there he goes.
He's picking up now,
He's picking it up. Okay, yeah, he's got it. But tons of space, obviously. Have an espresso in the morning. Enjoy these sunrise views. And speaking of access points and how continuous this loop is, you have travertine on every square inch here in this walk-in shower with a wet entry and surrounding the tub, and on this vanity as well. Everything's floating and just feels integrated, just seamless, just easy living. The powder room, check this out, Lid. We're gonna do this one time because a lot of them are identical. But you open this up and you can just be taking a shower outside or at least dry off outside, whatever you want to do. But that's just kind of the aesthetic here in Hawaii. You can just be outside all the time because year round, it's incredible. But we're gonna loop back down and I'll meet you guys by that great room. But now back down here, your ceiling height grows once again to height. Well, notice those windows above also on the exterior have that grid architectural pattern that we see here on the lower level, and when everything's closed up, right, just has this really cool uniform look. It's unlike anything we've seen. It's really fun. But I want to show you guys the 150 linear feet that we have out here for the water frontage, which is extremely rare in this area. And this lot was previously 2. Check this out. More paid actors. They're getting after it. We have so much space out here, lawn chairs, great seating arrangements, and so many great views. And now we're gonna take this tour to the ocean. How did Lynn come to be?
Lynn was the brainchild of our 3 co-founders are all from Stockholm, Sweden. They glamorize and romanticize the idea of surfing, but there is no waves, and they built a way that people can surf, anyone can surf without waves.
We'll see if anyone can surf here in a minute when I try to get up on this board.
I have confidence in you. There's a little bit of chop today,
Yeah.
so it won't be easy, but I have confidence that pretty much anyone can do it, and you seem like you'll be able to get up.
All right, we'll try it out.
I ride my board a lot of times to places that you can't access by roads, and it's just kind of cool. It's part of like the exploratory experience. The motors are so powerful that the whole thing spins at 30,000 RPMs.
Wow.
And to put that into context, a Formula One car goes about 14,000. So it's twice the revolutions as a Formula One car.
That's nuts. So like, what's the top speed like on one of these?
Around 40 miles per hour.
Right.
So it has 15 gears, and it goes all the way from 1 to 15. And if it's optimum conditions and you're going top speed, you will go 40 miles an hour.
That is wild.
Yeah.
What is the first step with getting on a Lynn? Because obviously I'm not a surfer. Some people who may try this aren't just born surfers and they're trying to get into it. What's the first step?
I would say forget needing to be a surfer. We designed this for non-surfers, for anyone to be able to ride. So just get out of your head that you don't know how to surf equals you don't know how to ride this. It's very, very intuitive. I think you'll get up. You'll fall a few times, but you will get up today, guaranteed.
We're gonna do a little falling compilation right after you said that.
Ready. So now if you held it.
Wow.
Continue holding the trigger and gear up a little bit to 7 or 8, and then you're going.
All right, well, we're gonna give this a go.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll have fun. Yeah,
We'll
sure.
see.
There you go, you're up. You're 60% there. Once you're on your knees and you pop up and you click up, then you're up.
Looking back on this footage is hilarious, knowing what I know now. I was so timid to actually just commit to standing up, but once I did, I stood up right away. This is like my 3rd or 4th attempt at actually trying to get up, other than just hugging the board. And as you can see, I made a turn and I was feeling really confident here. Maybe went up one too many on the dial and totally just biffed it. But other than that, so much fun, so easy to do. Again, I've never surfed in my entire life, and here you can see I'm cruising. And I wanted to thank Lynn once more for sponsoring this video, for making this happen. As you guys saw, a lot of fun to work with, but now back in the living room. Look at the enormous L-shaped couch that we're working with here. I mean, you have to have this being the space that we're in. You've got a lot of volume that we're working with. And then that puka wall, once again, just going all the way up to the ceiling, just more opportunities to get light into areas that normally don't, like a staircase. So anyway, let's go across to this side of the home. This is kind of where the fun is going on in the home. So you've got hidden cabinets in here, the door you can shut this part off to kind of make this an entire, enclosed area if you're playing games or watching movies. More travertine in here, just that rich stone carried throughout with the floating vanity, walk-in shower. Again, everything has an opportunity to open up a door and let that wind come in. including with these sliding doors. I said earlier at the beginning of the tour, this is probably my favorite vantage point, just not only looking this way and seeing that towering mountain in the backdrop, which we're going to hike as well. So we're gonna cut to that now. Lydia, how we doing?
You're doing good.
We're probably not even halfway, we're already feeling it. We're almost there. I'm not sure how the hike went because that's going to be future Gavin and Lydia, so hopefully it went well, but you can see that landing point at the very peak from where we're standing and looking down the property, I'm sure is stunning. And as you guys saw, you can look all the way through this void towards the mooks. It's incredible. But ping pong, and then you've got a bedroom right here. So again, this is how it's configured, but you can turn this into whatever you want. So it could be a bedroom or two because we have this stainless steel lever right here. You can pull this out, again, super light. It's all in the track system, integrated into the concrete and ceiling. And this is like 3.5, 4 inches thick. This is crazy. Like, this is solid wood right here. So proper divider. So you could set this up as a 2-bedroom configuration if you want, which is how they have it set up currently. The seating arrangements just off your bedroom. Again, all these organic tones on the throws, the linens that you've seen throughout this home. Nothing is overpowering, overstimulating between the linear lines, breaking up these natural features like the mountains, like the water. Bedroom just behind me with a little desk as well. But stepping across your incredible views, which can all be opened up once again, you can probably see the door, and that's the access point to get in and out of the shower and bathroom. So you could have that opened up, and that could be used for anyone that's out here running around, or simply just a great place to walk out in your robe after you're done and just sitting here watching the sunrise or set. It's incredible, but you have more of that rich travertine in here at the floating vanity and the hidden closets behind the wall. But let's step up and go check out the last bedroom. Now here on the landing, off Lydia, you have a full bathroom and a walk-in shower, which is also connected to the lanai, which wraps the entire circumference of the room. So just so much room to spread out, get outside, of course. Down this hallway where I just went, there's another vanity and a very deep closet, which is tons of built-ins, and then another king-size bed. Just again, more throws, very organic feeling, even on the headboard, just lots of natural materials, linens and stones on the bedside tables even, and you can overlook your backyard and pool. I mean, this is one of my favorite vantage points. If it were me living here, this would be the room I would pick on this side of the home, just the location and setting of it. Waking up, sunrise, coming over the mooks, and then sunset. As you can see, the sun is just coming through this side of the home, which is stunning, overlooking the pool and everyone down below hanging out, and it'll disappear behind that mountain where Lydia and I were hiking earlier. So just, this room's awesome. I mean, they're all great, but like I said, if it were me. And then in the evenings, at night, these shades can actually drop down from the ceiling. Everything just seamlessly integrated as well. So clean, and just black out your room here. But honestly, I would just have everything open all the time because there's so much to love, and waking up to the sun here is super special. As you can see, you have more seating areas, lounge chairs to catch some sun, and looking this way, just people canoeing, the islands in the backdrop, and you can even see your boat ramp right here as well. So you can have a boat parked right there and depart from your home. I mean, it really doesn't get much better than this, but now we're gonna see how this home and experience lives here once that sun goes behind the mountain.